That's Shima. I am your host today on Conversations for Change. Today we are having Chaplain Michael Adeyemo, my direct boss at PF Nigeria. He's a chaplain and he's also the chairman of PF Nigeria Lagos State chapter. You know what PF Nigeria is? That's Prison Fellowship Nigeria. Now, Chaplain Adeyemo is someone I also consider as my father. Yes, is someone I consider as my father. So when the topic for this month came, and the topic we're looking at is chaplaincy at Prison Fellowship Nigeria. And I thought, who do I talk to about? Who do we discuss this topic with? No other person came to mind than Chaplain Michael Adeyemo. And what a joy it is to have him. Can't wait to have Chaplain Michael Adeyemo join us. While I'm waiting for him, while we're waiting for him to join us, I want to talk about the Conversations for Change. Now, the Conversations for Change is an initiative of the Prison Fellowship Nigeria. They are informal conversations with our stakeholders. We'll be having these conversations with our stakeholders and our volunteers on issues behind the correctional in the correctional facilities. It's very, very personal and informal. And while we're having these conversations, we're going to be discussing the effectiveness of Prison Fellowship Nigeria's programs in promoting rehabilitation and reintegration of inmates in the correctional facility, and even those that are out of these correctional facilities. Okay, we'd like to change citizens' perception of Prison Fellowship Nigeria. We want to, and not just the Prison Fellowship Nigeria now, and the inmates. I remember one of the events we held where a comptroller general told us that about 70% of inmates in the correctional facilities have not been convicted. Imagine that. So we want to change the perception, the citizens of Nigeria, of course, perception of Prison Fellowship Nigeria. We also want to encourage youth participation, even as we identify our challenges and try to raise awareness on issues behind the four walls. Hello, good evening. If you're just joining us again, I see the executive director is on this live with us. I see the vice chairman of the Lagos State chapter. Good evening. Thank you. I was talking about the Conversations for Change. But first, I introduced our guest, which I'm hoping will join us very, very shortly on this show. But I see I have a request from the executive director. Good evening, sir. Would you like to join us while we're waiting for Chaplain Adeyemo to join? Let me accept. We're waiting for Chaplain Adeyemo to join. Okay, so we're having Chaplain Michael Adeyemo today. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Good evening,
How
sir.
are you?
I'm good. Very good, sir.
That's great. I'm glad that we're back on air.
Yes, sir.
Yes, this is beautiful, where we can discuss issues that are germane to the interest of the fellowship, to the interest of corrections and criminal justice issues. So thank you very much, Jane, for sustaining this program. God bless you.
Thank you for your approval. I'm being the inspiration behind the program. Thank you so much, sir.
Yes. So we have on today the Lagos State Chaplain Mike.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Is he on yet?
I'm still waiting for him to join. I'm waiting for
Okay.
him to join while I talk about the program to
Okay.
our audience, both present and future audience.
Yes, okay. That's great. And I hope that we'll be able to engage with a lot of people, the youth, the women, policymakers, policy
Yes,
consumers, members of the public, the church, and everyone who has an interest in this matter. And of course, this matter is of interest, should be of interest to everybody,
yes,
because the safer our communities, the better it is for everyone.
yes,
Yeah, so the things we're talking about are not strange. They are not rocket science. They are
yes,
matters that concern our everyday affairs,
yes, sir.
building peaceful communities, strengthening relationships,
Yes,
and help giving people a second chance so
yes,
that they can become productive citizens, even if they have made mistakes in the past.
yes, sir.
I think these matters are dear to us. I believe they are dear uh, to our country also.
Yes, sir. I see Chaplain Adeyemo is online now,
Okay,
and I'm sending him an invite so he can join the platform and we can start the conversation.
good,
Thank you so
good.
much for your support. It means a lot to us, sir.
I want to thank you for your commitment, and we are trusting God that this program will grow and grow to engage a lot of people in these significant conversations.
Chaplain Adeyemo is here. Yes. Now you need to switch your camera.
My Oga. I need to greet you. See my Oga. How are you, sir?
Hey, Chaplain Mike, how are you?
I'm fine, sir. I'm fine, sir. How are you, sir?
Very well. Thanks for agreeing to come as a guest on this program.
My pleasure, sir. My pleasure,
Good.
sir.
And I wish you very good conversations with Jane on the issues you'll be talking about.
Sir. Amen,
So,
sir.
Jane, if you don't
For you, sir,
mind,
I'm ready. I'm ready to serve. I'm with you 100%.
that's great. That's great. We thank God. So, Jane, can I bow out a bit so you can focus squarely on on Chaplain?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for your support and
Okay.
for coming on.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank
Okay.
you so much.
All right. Okay.
Yes,
So you can check me out now.
sir.
Yeah.
Okay, let me do that now. Let's see.
Although I'll be participating, I'll be listening along.
Of course, sir.
Yeah. Yes.
Let me have. Hmm, okay. So, good evening, sir. Chaplain Michael Adeyemo. Thank you so much for coming to join our show. I really, really appreciate you coming on the Conversations for Change.
All
I,
right. My pleasure. My pleasure.
yes, yes, sir. Before you joined, I introduced you as my direct boss at PF Nigeria and a chaplain, and also my father in Lagos State, PF Nigeria Lagos State chapter.
I'm honored. Really honored.
Thank you so much for your support in life and ministry, sir.
Yeah. It's my pleasure.
Okay. So, but I don't think that introduction did you justice. Could you introduce yourself by yourself before we get into the program proper?
My name is Mike Adeyemo,
Okay.
chaplain and pastor, a counselor, a friend, somebody you can talk to if you want to talk. That's just me. You know, you know me now. That's just me.
Yes.
I'm a father of two, a boy, a girl, and a boy. and I serve in Prison Fellowship, Nigeria Lagos chapter as the chairman, and I also um, I did this. I'm doing a kind of consulting for and working for Shepherd Baptist Church
Okay.
and so on. So that's me.
Thank you so much for that powerful introduction, sir.
Mm,
Okay. Now,
mm.
sir, would you mind telling us when you joined PF Nigeria and
Um,
how?
when I joined PF Nigeria, Lagos State chapter, I'm trying to recollect what was happening around that time. I think it was in 1995, 96, thereabout. Yeah, it was in that year. And how did I join? I was going to the police station and I went to the police station and I saw some people there behind the bars. And one of them in detention, they said, "You want to talk to me?" So I asked the officer, "Can I talk to him?" He said, "I can't." So I went to him. So he sent me to his parents that he was picked up and that can I help him to connect to his family? So he gave me the address. So I went to the address and I saw the mother. So who confirmed that they've been looking for him. So I told them where he was then. Suddenly I began going to that place to see how I can help people. Then I was connected by a friend, a pastor friend, to another pastor friend, junior colleague, that brought me to that. Yeah, if you want to do this thing now, let's do it in a larger form. And he took me to the prison fellowship on a day they're having a meeting on a Sunday. Those days we used to have meeting twice a month, fourth Sunday and third Sunday. So that was how. I'm done.
Hello, sir.
I'm okay. I'm here. I'm still hearing you.
Okay, okay. You talked about how you went, you were always frequenting the police station because of a particular case, and how that um, led you to being invited to the fellowship. If I get you correctly.
Yes, yes. And
Okay.
and the church I was going with then, they normally visit that police station too. So we form a group and we're going there. Before I was invited to the meeting, I went there first before I took the church there. That's all.
Okay. And what a blessing it is that you joined, because you've been a blessing to many, many of our stakeholders, volunteers, and inmates, including the ones who are ex-inmates. But we'll get to that. Okay. So could you tell us what, in your opinion, we are making the conversation is as personal, has to be as personal as possible. In your opinion, what does Prison Fellowship Nigeria do?
Mm. Prison Fellowship Nigeria do a lot of things. A lot of things. Before Prison Fellowship, it's used to be you just go there. I was in prison, you visited me, you go there, you give them food, you preach the gospel to them, you try to lead some of them who are willing to Christ, and you do a follow up. But then prison fellowship began to evolve because for a very long time, our correctional system was punitive. Then prison fellowship started programs that impact the life of the inmates, change their lives, and refocus them to the right path. And so some of the programs that Prison Fellowship is doing, apart from the normal go to prison, feed them, and teach them, Prison Fellowship is involved in giving them skill acquisition. We're involved in making them to know who they are and who they are supposed to be. Prison Fellowship is involved in taking care of the families of inmates. We are involved in also taking care of the children of inmates, because we had the understanding that if we don't take care of those children who are vulnerable, history might repeat itself in their lives. Then we are also involved in so many other programs that change the lives of people, character intervention program, intervene with their character molding, and also Prison Fellowship is involved in education, in seeing to it that they better their education. We give names to all these programs that I'm just mentioning to you, but for the benefit of people who might not be members of Prison Fellowship, the name may not make meaning to them. That's why I'm explaining all the things that we are doing one by one. And even in their school, we we get involved in the school of the children. We get involved in rehabilitating them when they are out of prison. We also get involved in reintegrating them back to the society. We get involved in the family during time of celebration like Christmas, prison for the inmates of prisons in Nigeria as a whole, not only in Lagos State.
Okay. Thank you so much for answering that. The last one you mentioned, I believe that program is called Angel Tree, where we
Yeah.
organize Christmas party towards the. I believe I attended. I met you at, okay, beyond the fellowship. Now I met you informally in one of the Angel Trees. Was it 2 or 3 years ago? Sir, do you still remember that day, sir?
Mm.
We met. Yeah.
I hope it's not really Christmas party alone. Christmas gift,
Christmas gift.
Christmas gift for them to enjoy Christmas too, like every family enjoy. We give them rice, we give them vegetable oil, we give them indomie, we give them so many other things so that they can at least have good meals during the Christmas period.
Yes, and one of the things that stands out for me on those days, I apologize if I'm being off topic now, because I want, because Christmas is near, and I
Yeah.
will want to, in a way, sensitize the public about the angel tree and how what PF Nigeria does helps the society at large. I remember the first angel tree I attended, how ex-inmates came with their families. They often come during that angel tree to testify about what we did, the roles we play in while they were in the facilities. And I think that's one of the powerful programs that PF Nigeria, should I say, runs now.
Yeah, you are right.
Yes.
But it's being repackaged now. As in
Okay.
repackaged, the Angel Tree is being repackaged now.
Okay.
Now for this year's Angel Tree,
Yes.
we plan we plan that we're going to get the children to write letters to their parents who are in the facility to we ask them what will you like your for Christmas.
Oh,
So we
wow.
take the letter to their parents. Then we are also encouraging the parents to write a letter to
To
back
the
to the
children.
children.
Wow. That's going to be impactful. Uh, I hope, or I think I may have to, just because of that, because it's always an emotional event for me. I may just because of
That
that
so
referral.
what? That's
Okay,
it.
okay. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm going to jump to the next question I have here, and that's, do you know how many areas and which capacities, or do you remember, let me rephrase that, how many areas and which capacities you've served PF Nigeria since you joined?
Well, since I joined, of course, I serve generally. Then I served as a chaplain of medium correctional facility. I moved from there and served as a chaplain of Ikoyi. But I did that for some years, maybe 4 or thereabout. I also served as a chaplain of Ikoyi Correctional Center. Then I moved away from there and also served as the chaplain of Maximum Correctional Facility and another ad hoc committee when we are having programs or when we are having when we have an AGM. I serve in various capacities in that area in organizing the transportation, organizing the accommodation, and so on and so forth. For them, those are the areas that I have served in prison fellowship. I'm serving as the chairman prison fellowship Lagos State Chapter.
Okay, okay, okay. Now, do you remember or can you count how many lives has been or have been impacted or transformed by PF Nigeria since you joined?
It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. The reason why I say it's hard to tell is that as a person, as a normal woman, it might not be the first day you heard about Jesus Christ, accept him. You might probably guess before all of a sudden you just decided to give your life to him. This is the first about it. And the seed starts to germinate. And to be able to quantify the life that have changed, various areas, various capacity. It's very hard to tell because is it the children? Because they see us as their parents. Is it the husband? Is it the wives that when we go visiting in tours that they see us as family members? Is it the family of the inmates that see us as somebody who God used to reconcile them back to their words? Is it the life of the inmates, those that have gone out, those that are still there? You can actually not count it. Can actually not count it because of our character intervention programs have done so much. Have reduced rates of in and out of prison. Is it when uh, uh, um, some people have been forgotten? We have some people in the prison with in the prison they call them the less privileged. There are people who does not have visit. Nobody visit. They become parents for these children, for these people, and try as much as possible to look for their family and that prison fellowship is also operating from the girls correctional centers and so on. They still go to it, and that's just the truth.
Sir, hello, sir.
Hello, I'm here. I'm listening.
Oh, okay, I wanted to be sure that you concluded that question.
Yes, I think I have, unless you have any other question that is relating to it.
No.
We ended up by saying Now it's not really, it's not, it's, we cannot quantify it in numbers. We cannot. And that's just the honest truth.
Thank you so much for confirming the impact of PF Nigeria. Okay, sir. So the big question of the day and of the month. I know you're a chaplain and you're here because of that. So this question is actually very, very big. I'd like you to explain to us because some of our stakeholders may not be aware that PF Nigeria has chaplains actually. Could you help us explain what chaplains in PF Nigeria does or do? I'm sorry for that error. What do chaplains in PF Nigeria do?
Now, chaplains, you know, it's just in this part of the world that we don't really value or know which angle and what a chaplain does. Chaplains in with our volunteers with Prison Fellowship Nigeria and work in prison, they do a lot of enormous. One of the two, let me tell you some of it, is that they are the link between Nigeria and the inmates. Because sometimes some of the things that these inmates will not reveal to the correctional officers, they tell the chaplain, because chaplains go there in the role of a spiritual father. So making them the link, as the link, they organize program, churches that go there to minister, serve as also to churches and guide them, because prison environment, or let me say correctional centers environment, is a security environment. And we go there with that of prison fellowship. Not only do they work for prison fellowship, any church, either under prison fellowship or not, that call on the chaplains for assistance will readily assist in whichever way they want to assist. They want that assistance within the limits of their capacity or ability. So they help to church program, they help to counsel they help to counsel the inmates, they help to arrange the inmates when this is time for counseling. They help also to organize with teaming up with the correctional officers in the area improving the inmates, either educationally or skill acquisition wise. They help to, because there are some of the inmates that get there with their primary school and they want to go to secondary school. They support in and help to arrange and teachers who goes there to, they support them with also with this. Some families they go. So that is why we are in many states in Nigeria. So those that have their file legal, they connect with the fellow whichever state, who will in turn help to locate their parents. In fact, some people have is organized church members, church volunteers, so to have it will help in supporting them emotionally when they are going to court. When they are going to court, we are not there to influence the case. We are there to support them. Some will tell others, please, that my case is coming up on so day, please come. And we go to give them emotional support, to pray with them, to guide them in the behavioral attitude, and in so many other ways. And we report back to the state chapter, these are what we do. Then when Priest Fellowship is organizing program there, the church sure that everything is in place for the program that because sometimes the facility may not be ready because of some programs. They are just the link between inside and to that the outside. And they do a whole lot of work too.
Thank you so much for that, sir. From what you said, it may have lasted like 5 minutes. I jotted down 10 points of yes, yes.
Before. Okay.
I heard you. I was saying that from what you said about chaplaincy in PF Nigeria, I jotted about 10 things that chaplains in PF Nigeria do. That sounds like a lot of work. And
It is.
are you at liberty to tell us if they uh, are paid for this role that they play for PF Nigeria?
I mentioned it as I was talking. I said but they are doing it voluntary
So they are not paid for it.
at
That's
the
it.
time. At a point in time, the stipend like transport allowances, chaplains, and transport allowance cannot even cover for 1 week just for you to look as if it's like giving somebody in Lagos, for instance, give that person 2,000 naira. One trip to the prison and come back. The 2,000 naira is not even enough. So but that one has stopped a long time ago. Has stopped a long time ago because mm, it's because of funding. Funding. The prison fellowship is being funded, exclusively by subscription from volunteer churches. So the funds are limited compared to the programs that we run. So that's why money for the chaplains are not actually involved in the funding. That is it.
Thank you so much for that for that answer, and that leads me to my next question, sir. Would you say that's
Mhm.
one of the challenges in chaplaincy or in PF Nigeria at large?
When you talk of chaplaincy and prison ministry, you can't separate them. You can't separate them. So it's in PF Lagos, and I know it also operates in many of our chapters too, not under any payroll by the state chapter. When we go for AGM, we hear the reports of all the state chapters that are members, and I don't think I've had any of the report that is stating chaplaincy salary. No, it's pure voluntary. It's pure voluntary. I think that's why personally, and I'm not shy to say this. Personally, I advise our member churches that when you go for programs and you see a chaplain do a good work, please encourage him. I didn't say give him money. Encouragement might be, where are you going if he doesn't have a car? Let's give you a ride to where you're going. Encouragement might also mean giving him a gift. And if you so desire, you pay for his transport fare. I say it regularly. It's a challenge, actually. It's a challenge. And that's just one of the challenges that we have. There are other challenges, but that is a challenge too. If you want me to mention other challenges, then
Yes, sir.
give me the
Yes,
go ahead.
yes, please, sir. Hello, sir. Okay. Chaplain Adeyemo is currently talking about the challenges in chaplaincy. I did mention that chaplaincy in PF Nigeria is our topic for this month, and okay, I think he's back. Hello, sir.
I'm here, I'm here.
Okay, yes, sir. You were about to share with us about the other challenges in chaplaincy in PF Nigeria, sir.
Yes, some of the challenges apart from that we have, it's like a man that has many children, their behavior can never be the same. There are also challenges with the inmates. We have challenges with the inmates who sometimes, if you are not smart enough, they take us for granted. There are also challenges with the correctional officers, especially the new ones, excuse me, those that are newly employed in the correctional centers that does not have, they've not had an encounter with our team before. They seems to be harsh, when dealing with us until they realize that we are doing the same thing. Then there was another challenge that we might also have, that we also have is with the um, um, the parents of these inmates. That is a big challenge because some of the parents,
Okay, we're waiting for network to allow Chaplain Michael Adeyemo finish telling us about the challenges in chaplaincy in PF Nigeria. I'm very sure most of our viewers and some of our volunteers do not know that there is an office of the chaplain, or there are offices of chaplaincy in LPF Nigeria. What a joy, we're talking about this today. Okay, let's hold on and see if Chaplain Adeyemo will join us to so we can finish this conversation today. Okay, I'm inviting him again to join us. Let's just hold on. One of the um, challenges he mentioned were the challenges with inmates, challenges with officers, challenges with parents of inmates, which I assure you can be quite a lot. But I want to go over what he said about what chaplains in PF Nigeria do. And one thing that stood out for me is that they act as the link between PF Nigeria and inmates. They act as spiritual parents for inmates, and we know that some of these inmates, well, if you do not know now, you know some of the inmates in the correctional facilities do not have parents or guardians who can speak for them. So one of the work of chaplains is to act as their spiritual parents and providing emotional support. We heard that uh, to these inmates. They also guide and organize programs. If you don't know, PF Nigeria has member churches, so chaplains are the ones who organize these programs and make sure that our member churches attend or meet the agreement we have for the programs. Still trying to get Chaplain Adeyemo to join, so please bear with us. Please do bear with us. as he tries to reconnect. Now, still on that note, chaplains assist with arrangement. So before you see a picture from us, there are people behind the scenes basically pulling strings, ensuring attendance, ensuring cooperation and partnerships, and those are the chaplains. And what is amazing to me is a number of these chaplains do them voluntarily. That's amazing to me. I can't wait for Chaplain Adeyemo to come back and let us know how many. I'm itching to know how many, or to confirm rather, how many chaplains we have in the Lagos State chapter. Okay. I'm still trying to get him to join, so please do bear with us. I think I have invited him. Okay. Not just that, chaplains help to ensure that inmates are adequately trained in skills and acquisitions. One of the programs that has that is the Nismos project. The Nismos project is a program, I would not want to misstep, but I would like to say it in a way that our viewers, current and future viewers understand. Okay, the Nismos project is one of those programs with skills and acquisitions where inmates who have some time off. Chaplain Adeyemo is still unable to join. Okay, who have like 6 to 8 or 12 months left on their. These are those who have been convicted, of course, but they have like 6 months, 8 months, or 12 months left for their release. We are saying that PF Nigeria make sure that no inmate who is about to be released leaves the facilities the same way they came. They leave the facilities equipped, and it is the job of the chaplain to ensure that. Imagine. Okay, now, emotional support. I believe I covered that when I talked about how they are spiritual parents to inmates. And this is not just to inmates now. I remember, I don't want to talk about personal experiences, but I'm itching to talk about that even as I try to get Chaplain Adeyemo to join us. Hey, I believe we have Chaplain Mary here. Chaplain Mary, good evening, and thank you so much for joining the conversation. Thank you so much. We can't wait to have you join, but we appreciate you being here for the conversation as we talk to Chaplain Adeyemo. Okay, I think I should go over what this program is about. And the Conversations for Change, for those who are just joining us, is an initiative of PF Nigeria. You being here is because you heard about that. And we are having informal conversations based on personal encounters and experiences. So nobody that comes here speaks for the fellowship. They're talking about their own experience, and we try our best to bring as many people with adequate experience. Like you heard Chaplain Adeyemo today talking about when he joined PF Nigeria. I believe he said 1993 or 1996. That's almost 3 decades with PF Nigeria, and he has served in several capacities. Okay, so now this conversation, this show you are on now, is an initiative of the fellowship, and the aim is to talk about what we are doing and the effectiveness of our programs in all our facilities. Yes, yes. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Edie. I'm still trying to get him. I would not want to end the live without him concluding this conversation. Okay, so thank you so much, Edie. The executive director is still here. Thank you so much. Sir, do you want to come up and talk about some of the things Chaplain Adeyemo shared? I'm still trying to get him to join so we can. He's still not here. Oh, he's here. Chaplain Ademo is here. Oh, okay. Let me invite Edie. Edie. Okay. Chaplain Ademo is also back.
Oh, okay. Chaplain Adeyemo is back.
Yes, I'm still trying to get him to come on. But what stood out for you in the conversation we had with
Yeah.
Chaplain Ademo this evening? What stood out for you?
Yes. I was particularly interested in, the challenges that Chaplain Adeyemo was addressing, challenges faced by chaplains, because the office of the chaplain is very critical. Incidentally, I once had the privilege to serve as a chaplain in, in Jos Prison, while I was also the chairman of Prison Fellowship in Plateau State. And, it's a very critical role. It's a very responsible role. And now that the Nigerian Correctional Service also has its own official chaplains, those who serve under Prison Fellowship, occupy a double honor of both working with inmates and working with the chaplains in as a cooperative team. And that is something that I would like our viewers to really pray, like you said, pray for the chaplains, encourage the chaplains, like Chaplain Adeyemo said,
Yes.
because their role is critical. They can be taken for granted. They can be on the they can be taken for granted, and sometimes it looks like it's a thankless job, but it is not a thankless job, because the Lord is there and is going to reward them, and there's a big impact on the inmates. Yes. So while there are challenges, um, I believe that the opportunities are also large, and would like to harness and encourage our chaplains.
Thank you so much, sir. Chaplain Adeyemo is here. Sir, do you want to conclude on the challenges that we have in chaplaincy?
Yes, Naidu just said something now that there's need for us, for chaplains to be encouraged and also supported. They need to be supportive to the chaplains, and we also need to kind of obey for their leading.
Okay. Okay. And sir, um, do you mind telling us how many chaplains Lagos State chapter has?
Lagos State has about functional chaplain. We have chaplains in all the prisons. So we have 5. Then we also have chaplains in all the lesser correctional centers, the girls remand home correctional center, the boys correctional center, the Wutu rehabilitation center. We have chaplains there, and we have other chaplains that are not functioning.
Okay. Okay.
Yes. Jane, can you hear me?
I can hear you, sir.
Yes. There was a point that Chaplain Mike Adeyemo was addressing and was interrupted by network. I would really love him to share, because he was talking about challenges from the parents, and I'll be
Yeah.
glad to know I'm curious to know what is a peculiar challenge from parents of inmates.
Okay. Chaplain Adeyemo, would you mind buttressing that? Yes, I believe network tried to cut you off when we were talking about that challenge with the parents of the inmate.
Yes, can you hear me good?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, the challenge we have from the parents of inmates are that, number one, they think that, are you hearing me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. It's like these parents, they are the first to cast them away when they get into trouble, and sometimes they don't forgive them. So it takes
Mm,
time for them to forgive them, and so we need to keep visiting. There are some that they said, "I dash you, I dash you this child." So it's a challenge for us. They discard them, they just turn them away. And when those people doesn't have where to stay, they will go back to their old friends. And in
mm.
going there, you can end up in prison again. Those are really challenge areas for us.
That's a good
Okay.
answer. So do you think there is something we can do to um, help resolve that?
So one of the things we can do, like I said, was done some weeks ago by Trinity House in conjunction with Prison Fellowship, a halfway home. When we have a halfway
Mm,
home, they will be in the halfway home, whereby teachings and some other training will also be going on, while the reconciliation will be going on. The halfway home was opened about 3 weeks ago,
Yes.
and it will get to full operation in the nearest possible time. The halfway home will solve it. Then understanding by the parents too, getting to understand that you don't throw the dirty water with the baby away. Still have a place in your heart to forgive, especially when
mm,
it is sure that this person is fully reformed.
mm.
That's what
Yeah.
we are advising.
Yes. Yeah. And I think, Jane, I think this feeds into the larger issue of stigmatization
Yeah.
of former inmates by the society.
Yes.
I think awareness is needed to tackle this issue. You know, um, nobody justifies crime. God gives us a second chance when we
True.
repent and turn to Him. You know, and Jesus, when those who brought the woman who was caught in adultery, never mind why it was only the woman caught and not the man also, showing the standards, the double standards of our society. Jesus said, "Let the person who has never committed sin cast the first stone." I think many members of the society need to look themselves in the mirror and ask critical questions. And this issue will receive the right response. Thank you very much, Chaplain Mike, for raising this important matter.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, ED. And thank you so much, Chaplain Michael, for joining our conversation today and helping us
My pleasure.
raise awareness on one of the many issues we have behind the four walls.
Yeah. My pleasure, my pleasure. And my parting word, Jane,
Yes,
will
sir.
be that I wish to say to people that care to listen that anybody can enter into prayer.
Mm.
Anybody. You
Yes.
may move in the wrong way, and and you are arrested. Driving may land the person into prison. So that we should not be ostracizing those that are in the forwards. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for an amazing night and an awesome conversation. Of course, we are going to continue our efforts on raising these issues and fighting, let me use that word, permit me, sirs, to use that word, stigmatization of inmates and ex-inmates. Okay, I believe we've come to the end of this program. Thank you so much, sirs, for this honor. It's a huge privilege having you, Chaplain Adeyemo, on this program. If you don't mind, sir, I want to put you on the spot that I will be inviting you again to this conversation. Of course, we may be talking about another topic, and we hope that you will join us when we come on live and when we are inviting you to join the conversation again, sir.
I will join you, but I will also like Maidi to be there because he's always supporting. Yeah, and anything I didn't say well, Maidi will polish it very well.
Ah,
And
Chaplain Mike, this is not fair
yeah,
at all. I didn't try to polish your point. Or you made very, very cogent points, and thank you very much for sparing the time and for addressing the issues competently. And I mean
thank
that
you.
from the whole of my heart. Yes, thank you. God bless you.
My pleasure, sir. My pleasure. It's a pleasure
Thank you.
Yes,
having to do it with you, sir. Pleasure.
God bless you. Yeah.
I'm
Thank you,
grateful
sir.
no one can see me shaking in my boots right now because we have the meeting and my organ. But
Okay.
I'm
Thank you,
grateful.
Jane.
I'm grateful for the privilege, sirs. Thank you so much. And thank you so much. I see the vice chairman of the Lagos State chapter. I see Mr. Femi, the secretary of the Lagos State chapter here. Thank you so much to everyone who joined and to future viewers. Until next time, and that should be in 2 weeks, I have to say on behalf of the ED and my Oga, who is also my father in life and ministry, thank you so much. And bye bye, everyone. See you in 2 weeks. Bye bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Have a great
Yes,
evening.
sir. Bye bye.
Bye. That's it. That's all. That's all.